That's Longhorn right there.
Oh boy. Come on.
With as little of experience I have, I am going to ride the TAT. It's the Trans-American Trail. My name is Adam Sandoval, and I am a cross-country American V-twin motorcyclist. Some would classify it as a Harley rider, but to those of us that ride V-twins, I'm just an American V-twin rider. Because I ride my Harley Davidsons, but I'm a big fan of the Indians as well. I have broke some world travel records and some Guinness Book world records for Harley Davidson as well. I've traveled this country on American V-twins, coast to coast, over 14 times. I've been on hundreds of newspapers and news sources, like the national shows Fox and Friends, TV shows like Pitbulls and Parolees, and I have been dubbed online the king of motorcycle road trips. How can I feel good about owning that title when I've only done one type of motorcycle road tripping? Big heavy baggers, long stretches of highways and back roads. Although I did live off of my motorcycle for nearly 20 months, there was a lot of society there to help me do it. So I decided to get into the adventure motorcycle sport, if you will. So I went out and got myself a brand new Africa Twin. I know absolutely nothing about it. Came with a DCT, which was an automatic transmission. Completely new to me, but I thought I'd give it a try.
Don't be afraid to try new things.
I have very little experience off the road. I would say on real street legal or dirt bikes, probably less than 500 miles experience.
Well, that's not very advanced.
I am a complete noob. I have to learn everything from proper gear like boots and jackets and pants, types of luggage, to the type of parts I'm gonna need for this type of riding. It is a completely different world than that American V-twin open highway.
This is a whole new world for me.
I think the adventure is gonna be every bit as much exciting, but just so completely different altogether. I want to submerge myself in this dual sport traveling world, if you will. Figured the best way to do it, I am gonna ride the TAT. It's the Trans-American Trail, one of the most epic off-road adventures America holds. Now, while I leave my big American V-twins behind me for this trip, I also leave all of my across-road experience. Where I'm heading now is completely uncomfortable, and sharing it with the entire world as I learn is a little humbling, but I am excited to broaden my motorcycle horizon. I guess that's how you can put it. So the decision has been made. I am going to be riding the Trans-American Trail. The details, we are still in the process. So if you're interested in watching my travel and learning this dual sport adventure bike world, please be sure to click that subscribe button down below and follow along, because we release 5 videos a week. And over the next week, I will be releasing the details of this trip. Now, I am lucky because I have a campground in Moyers, Oklahoma that is surrounded with hundreds of miles of dirt roads and off-road trails. So I can get some practice in before I leave, but I plan to leave in less than a month, and there's no way I'm gonna learn everything I need to know in less than 30 days. So I'm going to need your help. Please comment in my videos. I will be reading all of those comments on a daily basis, trying to learn as much as I can about this sport before I tackle the biggest road the adventure game has to offer here in America. Stuff like this. This soupy mess. This is the type of stuff that would strike fear in my heart at 20 miles an hour hitting it on my Harley Davidson or my Indian or any big bagger twin. Now, I knew this is the type of terrain I'd be practicing in, or at least some of it. So I went out and I got some tires. I went with these Michelin Anarchy Wilds. They're pretty knobby. I think they're gonna do pretty good in the soft stuff. I mean, that's, you know, that's 4 inches thick of mud right there, and it gets nothing but deeper over there. Question is this stuff gonna be difficult for me on this bike? It is going to be a quarantine tour, and what that means to me is I'm going to try to do the entire Trans-American Trail without having any contact with humans. So what does a quarantine ride mean? Well, it's kind of what you're looking at right now. It's going to be just no human interaction out in the wilderness, no hotels, no gas stations. Wait a minute, how am I not going to do any gas stations? My thought is this: I have about a couple million views a week on social media across all my channels. Of course, they're mostly V-twin riders, but I ask for help ahead of the way, and I have packages dropped off for me on my route ahead of me that I can pick up with fuel, food, water, whatever supplies I might need. Oh, look at these deer. Now, how cool is that? Look, couple babies. There you go, you're all right, girl. Ooh, that's a big old longhorn. That might be a bull. Holy moly. That's a Texas longhorn right there. That's a heifer.
Watch your mouth, that lady you're talking to.
So like I was saying, the goal would be to do about half of the TAT from Oklahoma all the way up to Oregon, the end of the trail, and avoid people the entire time. Of course, if you all know me, I can't just do that ride and throw myself into a sport I know nothing about without at least raising some money for charity. So my thought is I would try to raise money for corona research and treatment and whatever else we might need. If by chance by the time I leave the corona thing is under control, then of course we'll go back to my staple, which is the Veterans of America. But my goal would probably be to raise $100,000 or more, do this trip, not talk to a single person, be out in the middle of nowhere, living essentially off the land the best I can.
How could he survive?
Getting deliveries from all you badasses out there along the trail.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Ooh, that was close. There we go, we're on. Oh, this is just too much fun. And right there. Good work. Oh, sit back. I think that was the right thing to do. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Ooh. Oh boy. Come on. We made it! We made it! Victory! Whew! The sad thing is I've been watching these TAT videos and what I just did is nothing compared to what I have ahead of me. I got a long way to go. Video today is sponsored by my good friends over at Senna. They make the communication stuff I'm talking on right now, and they also make the 10C, which is what I'm recording on right now out of my helmet.
Oh, fancy!
What I like about it is the fact that you don't have to have two separate devices for the audio and the recording. You plug in one thing, you can talk to your friends or whoever's on the trail with you, and you can record at the same time. Big shout out to my friends over at Senna. So far I'm really happy with this Africa Twin, and I really do kind of like the automatic. It makes it easier to do stuff with the other hand and not have to worry about shifting. You know, another thing they say is cool about it is it can't stall. I like that about it. The ride is really fun. I mean, just ripping down these roads is pretty cool. Woo! Front tire came up there a little bit. This is all new to me, like I said. Traction control seems to be pretty good on it. The tires grab great. Overall, I like the bike. We did about, I don't know, 80 miles today. I can tell you my butt is sore and I am fatigued. This tells me that this is a much more physical style of riding, and I got a whole lot of getting in shape to do before I tackle a potential 6,000 mile trip. So that's it. I got a lot to learn, got conditioning to do, and probably a bunch of modifications to make to a motorcycle before I am even ready for the Trans-American Trail. Getting advice from all of you is going to make all the difference in the world for me. So please, if you're watching this, give it a share. Share it to your friends, ones that maybe know a lot about this adventure sport. Tell them a Harley guy is trying to learn the adventure. They'll either come to watch me fail or come to help me get by. Either way, I'll take them. Come to the channel. It's Adam Sandoval on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, you are a day behind. Go to YouTube. There's a whole nother video that you haven't seen yet. Until the next video, y'all, we're bringing you 5 videos a day. No. We're bringing you 5 videos a week. Look it, my head's not even in it just from an 80-mile ride. I'm foggy. Okay, we're bringing you 5 videos a week, every week for the rest of this year. Things are about to get interesting. I'm not sure I'm ready. I'm gonna do it anyhow. You know why? Because I'm stubborn.